going to start with myth number one: behavior is a prerequisite. So this is probably, I would say, the biggest myth or the biggest perceived barrier. And the hardest concept, that's right, we're going to give you red X's. The hardest concept, I think, for teachers and even parents to really visualize is how to make this work. And classrooms, for many good reasons, are compliance-based. So why is behavior a myth?
Behavior does not constitute whether or not a child should be in an inclusive setting, in a general education setting. Sometimes behavior is a result of the environment. And so if a child is in a certain setting and experiencing certain behaviors, we're not always sure that those behaviors are going to transfer over to the general education setting and vice versa. We don't know until we try. There are so many factors that go into why individuals, why children, why students exhibit certain behaviors. And so placement is really irrelevant to that, unless we are trying all sorts of things in a gen ed setting and we have a clear positive behavior support plan in place and the student is still communicating that setting is not correct, then we have to listen to the student. But to think about behavior as a prerequisite to general education, to inclusion, is just a completely flawed theory. And I can't tell you how many times I see school districts try to make a case as to why a student can't be in gen ed talking about behavior. But then you look at the child's IEP and you see that there is no behavior support plan at all. And there are no supports in place. Is there a behavior support plan in my child's IEP? Do they have behavior goals? If not, that would be my question to the IEP team. What strategies are we trying? Do you know the function of the behavior, which is the why? Why is my child doing this? Have we figured that out yet? What does the student need to thrive? And there's so many great strategies to employ before just kind of throwing our hands in the air and saying, oh, this is just a kid with challenging behavior, because that is never the case. Behavior is always communication.
So what about a student who vocally or physically stims?
People can freely stim because we know that stimming is a natural part of some people's experiences. We should not be asking our child to stop stimming unless they are being harmful to themselves or others. You know, what is normalcy anyway? What are the norms we expect in our classroom and why? Vocalizations sometimes can be disruptive in a classroom, but teaching kids when vocalizations are appropriate and when maybe it's more important to really try hard not to vocalize when the teacher is giving a quick mini lesson, and just teaching our students those boundaries, but not in a way that makes them feel like those behaviors are bad.